You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We are kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a check on your weather and traffic. Chesley, clear skies to greet us to start a new week.
Yeah, we have just a few clouds overhead, but not going to take away from our sunshine, at least for this morning, right? We'll get more clouds moving in later on this afternoon. Our temperatures are dropping a little bit now, down to around 70 degrees in a lot of spots. You got it in Duluth, Athens, Covington, Peachtree City, Thomaston, and over toward Edenton as well. 68 in Carrollton, looking at 65 degrees in Clayton, 64, the cool spot up there in Blairsville. Your forecast for today causes for temperatures to heat up into the 80s. 83 degrees by noon, on our way to 89 for an afternoon high. It's going to be very warm out there, especially when you factor in the humidity. It's going to feel like the low 90s out there. Very low threat for rain. You got a 20% chance or less, but that goes up tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in the full forecast straight ahead.
A night of family fun ends with a family tragedy. This morning, a 7-year-old girl is dead, and police are desperately trying to track down the person who pulled the trigger. Ariana Manise is in Atlanta with the latest.
Atlanta police still do not have a person in custody for the tragic killing of 7-year-old Ava Phillips, who was sadly shot in the head Saturday night. Ava was shot at the Camden Vantage Apartments on Jackson Street. Atlanta police say the shooting stemmed from a domestic incident that escalated to gunfire. We spoke to people who live in the complex who say they heard unsettling screams from multiple people, and that's when gunfire rang out and one of those bullets struck Ava in the head. We spoke to one man who lives near the apartment who says that this is not the first fatal incident that's happened in the area. Now, as police tried to piece together this investigation, they say they do know that a couple of people left the scene immediately after the shooting, and once again, they don't have anyone in custody as of right now, and they're asking the community to reach out if they have any information tied to this fatal shooting. Back to you.
All right, Ariana, thank you. Time now 6:50. Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news. Today, a man will learn his sentence after he was convicted of firing a shot that took the life of a 7-year-old girl in Buckhead. Earlier this month, a jury found Daquan Reed guilty on 8 charges, including felony murder in the death of Kennedy Maxey. Prosecutors say Reed got into an argument with somebody December of 2020. He shot his gun out the window of his car near Phipps Plaza. A stray bullet hit Kennedy. She was riding in a car nearby with her mother. She died the day after Christmas. The Fulton County District Attorney is widening her investigation into former President Trump and his closest allies. Last week, we let you know that Willis wanted Attorney Sidney Powell to testify before the special grand jury. We now know that it is related to an alleged voting system breach in Coffee County. Subpoena documents reportedly show that county officials gave Trump's attorneys access to local election equipment. The DA hopes to hear from Powell as early as next month. A heads up for DeKalb County families this morning. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for free COVID surveillance testing through the school district. The weekly tests help the district keep track of spread within schools. The testing is not mandatory. If you do want to sign up, you need to fill out the consent form on the district's website. Watch your step. The pedestrian scramble at Midtown's famous Rainbow Crosswalks ends today. This pilot project let people cross from all sides of the street all at once, even diagonally. But it only lasted for a short time as city transportation officials tested out the idea. Continuing your 11 minutes of nonstop news, it looks like former President Trump could get what he wanted in terms of a third party to look over classified documents seized from his home at Mar-a-Lago. A federal judge says she's likely to appoint a special master to review the files and decide if any are privileged. Meanwhile, the director of national intelligence is leading an investigation into the potential national security risk that the disclosure of those documents might cause. They are coordinating with the Justice Department so they don't interfere with its criminal investigation. It is School Safety Week in Clayton County. Starting today, it's kicking off a series of challenges and events focusing on safety at school and at home. Christy Diaz has a closer look.
Clayton County schools are taking on student safety by focusing on 5 topics this week: building relationships, resources, responsibility, relevance, and reflection and resiliency. The goal to promote a safe environment to learn after the superintendent noticed an increase in fights to start the school year.
We have seen an increase of about 200% when we compare ourselves, or at least the first 12 days of this school year, to the first 12 days of the last school year.
Each day this week, through class discussions, watching TED Talks, and reading books appropriate for each grade.
Being safe means
the entire district will focus on how to stay safe at school. By the end of the week, Each student will name 1 to 2 caring adults in the building and identify at least one safe place before signing a safety pledge to report any concerns.
We challenge every student, staff member, parent, and community member to join us in pledging to commit to a safer, positive, and violence-free environment.
Christy Diaz, 11 Alive News.
All right, they're working towards some answers here. The week ends with a county-wide pep rally. Some schools are going to get to see it in person. It will be live streamed for everybody else. One pro golfer is coming off of an $18 million weekend in Atlanta. Rory McIlroy won the Tour Championship at East Lake on Sunday. He shot 21 under to win by a single stroke and take home that sweet $18 million paycheck that came along with it. 4-day tournament included 30 top golfers. What an event for Atlanta to host, Chesley.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're hosting a lunch this afternoon, want to eat outside, I think you'll be able to do so under partly to mostly sunny skies. 83 degrees will be a temperature by noon, on our way to the upper 80s today, and 87 degrees by 3 o'clock when the kids are getting out of school, but we'll go up to near 90 for an afternoon high today under partly sunny skies. Same as you're riding home. There is a small threat for a shower or two, but for the most part, you'll see that sun. 86 degrees will be a temperature by 6.
So if you're following the launch for Artemis 1, NASA now saying unlikely that they could go today, not because of weather, but because some mechanical problems. So we'll keep you posted on that. Today's show will have a lot more as well.
Yeah, it's pretty typical to have delays on things like this. So hope they get off the ground. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see it. Have a great start to the week, everybody. Today's show is coming up next. We leave you with a live look at the Kennedy Space Center.